Welcome back, guys. My friendly friends, welcome. It is a beautiful Monday morning. This video might be a little long, and I apologize. It is scripted, and I am just going to kind of walk you through what I'm going to be doing for the next 5 weeks. I will be going on the Carnivore Diet for the next 5 weeks, at least. I've been doing a lot of research on it. I've been getting some sources from some podcasts and a few doctors as well. So it's very interesting. It's kind of controversial to how I eat and how I diet, but I really want to give it a shot, and I want to see if I can get the results that people have been getting on this diet for at least a period of time. And what I've noticed with the trend is that it's been about 5 weeks to 30 days being on this diet where people are actually getting the most benefits out of it, and then they either go back on to their regular diet of what they've had before and they feel fine, or they feel like crap, or they go back onto some of these fad diets like the keto diet and so on and so forth. This could be a fad diet, but I know that it is fairly new to a degree, and a lot of people are talking about it. So, you know, I'm a health guru. I am on the search for some of the best diets out there. I'm on the search for just some of the best foods out there, and I feel like this might be another thing. This might be another source on how to get and treat your body, get your body well. To a degree, I think. Wanted it to smell good in here today. Pelo Monsanto. All right, let's get started. So, a few sources. I'm going to leave them in links down below because I didn't want to make this video too long, even though it's going to be long because of what I got to do and what I want to show you guys. And cheers, guys. Morning coffee. I love my Ethiopian. Dr. Anthony Gustin has an Instagram page. Look him up. I will leave a link down below on a video that he did. He was on the carnivore diet for about 5.5 weeks, and then he went back to, I think, a normal keto diet is what he does. And the guy looks great. He looks healthy. I don't know exactly what kind of a doctor he is. I'm assuming he's probably a nutritionist to a degree. A few other names I'm going to throw out there: Mikhaila Peterson, Jordan Peterson. Those two individuals have had some interesting results. They've had a lot of problems growing up and being having their immune systems compromised, and so they were both at a genetic disadvantage of having the autoimmune disorder, and they treated it with the carnivore diet, and a lot of their problems, if not almost all their problems, went away. But they were on a very strict diet where they only ate beef or jerky, steak, and fat. And that was about it. I don't even think they ate eggs. So that was just a few people. Chris and Mark Bell, the brothers, they've been on the carnivore diet, and they eat like a few vegetables here and there, so they're not like full carnivore, but they also eat eggs and butter and fat. I found a pretty good source on the Joe Rogan podcast and his videos. So I'll leave that in the link down below. Dr. Shawn Baker, who's been on the carnivore diet for, I want to say, over 5 to 6 years. His first year after trying it and just doing it, he felt great, and he didn't want to stop feeling great. So he just kept doing it. He's an all-around athlete, a medical surgeon. So he got on this diet and started his story is that he tried kind of helping people out with advice on diet and health and wellness, and some of the big wigs within the medical community kind of pinned him with some stuff of malfeasance or malpractice, but a lot of the accusations weren't true. So they talk a little bit about that. A book that I wanted to recommend to you guys too was The Fat of the Land by Vilhjalmur Stefansson. I might have just slaughtered that name, but I apologize, and I apologize to the guy that wrote the book for mispronouncing your name. This book was mentioned in the podcast with Joe Rogan and Mikhaila Peterson. She read the book and did a little bit more research on the whole carnivore diet and how it dates back to centuries, many years ago with our first ancestors, and so on and so forth, or certain tribes and cultures that just only ate animal meat and fat. So there's that, and I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, sorry. What I've learned. So this guy has a channel out there. He does a bunch of just informative videos, backed up with a lot of research, or at least some sources you can look into for yourself. So check out his channel. I'll leave a link down below for that because he also did a video on the carnivore diet. And then George Bruno, who is just a public figure. He's been on the carnivore diet for most of the year of 2018, and he's had some interesting results. I am now trying it for the carnivore month, January 2019, just to kind of celebrate with all the carnivores and maybe the newbies and stuff out there too. There are many Facebook groups that are popping up on social media. There's some Instagram sites. So I'll leave a lot of these links down below. The last guy I wanted to talk about a little bit was Victor Pride. He's been on this carnivore diet as well. He doesn't eat as many eggs or fat. He mainly eats steak, and he'll eat maybe 2 to 3 steaks a day and feel just perfectly fine. He's very informed about this diet though too as well. I'm talking about the differences between carbs and sugar cravings versus the nutrition of meat. So I highly recommend him. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's mainly known for his blog at boldanddetermined.com. Hope I said that right. Just Google that and look him up, and he can kind of inform you about what his diet is. He answers questions. He does a lot of Q&A for his podcast and on his blog. So between reading it or watching it on his YouTube channel podcasts, you can get informed as well about what he does for his diet and how he is as a person. Okay, now a few things. I'm not going to go full carnivore and just take or eat just steak or beef. I wanted to kind of be flexible with it. I want to at least eat eggs and butter and beef tallow, which I'll mainly cook with. I won't really eat it, and just steak. I'll also eat fish. I don't eat pork or chicken. I just don't feel that good for me personally, and trial and error. I've been on the keto diet for most of the year this year. Last year, sorry. We're in 2019 now. So it was for most of the year last year, and helped me out with my competition. I felt better when I was intermittent fasting, so I'm going to continue to do that. I usually don't eat till noon anyway, and I'll usually eat something or cook something up real quick, and then I'll go to work. I'll probably start bringing just mainly lots of beef and steaks with me to work, and I'll be eating that every day. I'll probably just eat the eggs in the morning, depending. I'll take you guys into the kitchen here after I talk about what I'm going to be taking on the carnivore diet as far as supplements go. I'm going to be cutting out all artificial sugars. I'm going to be cutting out pretty much all carbs, so I won't have any meat, greens, fruits, nuts, seeds, and grains, or oats for that matter. I'm going to just eat pretty much what I just listed off. Eggs, fat, pretty much it's all the same. Butter and cream are just animal fat, or milk from animals. Steak and fish. I don't have any fish right now, but I will buy that over time. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be eating mainly those things. But a few supplements I'll be taking, not on the daily, but I've been taking this part-time. This is mud water supplement. It's fairly new. It's been out on the internet. I ordered it just to try it out. I feel pretty good with it, and I always like to make a dirty chai latte because it's not made with any kind of coffee. The Malaysia chai has a little bit of caffeine in there. It's mixed with cacao, reishi, chaga, and cordyceps, and lion's mane. Those 4 are all mushrooms, and then turmeric powder, sea salt, and cinnamon. And there's no sugar in this at all. So they kind of push for more of the clean diet, the vegan diet, for some of the recipes that are put here on the container, but it's a good powder. I like it a lot. The mushrooms, I kind of feel more of the medicinal benefits of the mushrooms and kind of the cognitive function from the mushrooms. So I really like that. Lion's mane is great for cognitive function too. I'll talk more about that later. Glutamine powder, I'll be taking this when I get done with my workouts. I've been taking it with an amino acid complex, and I've been taking it with just some pre-workout stuff. I won't be taking any of that anymore. I'm going to take a break off of that. I'll also be taking a break off of green powders as well. It's all just because it's so concentrated. It's all concentrated greens that I feel like I'd be kind of cheating myself if I went back onto those certain carbohydrates, even though they're just a powder. But I want to try to use as less supplements as possible. I'm only going to be using bulk herbs and a few other things I'm going to show you. I just mentioned cacao in the last powder, so I'll be taking this. I do like to take this. I've been mixing it with milk over the last couple of days this weekend, and it's helping me go to sleep. And drinking milk has helped me go to sleep as well. It is to a degree a carb from what I've been looking into, but it's one of those that is allowed on the carnivore diet as far as I know. As far as going strict carnivore, from what I'm learning between the two, there's strict carnivore and then there's just the carnivore diet, where you just eat all animal products and animal meat and so on and so forth. I'll be taking pine pollen powder. I love taking this stuff. I've been taking this for almost a month now, and it's really good. It works as a really good pre-workout for me going to the gym. Oh, so let's see how that goes. I'll continue to take honey. I mix this every day in my apple cider vinegar, and I will continue to take this as well. I'm also learning to mix milk or goat's milk and a little bit of honey, and it just helps you go right to sleep. So it's a good sleep remedy. Same with the cacao. I've mixed both of them together. I always play around a little bit with some of the diets and foods and with my cooking. So apple cider vinegar, this has really helped clear up my skin. I'm hoping that the carnivore diet will actually do the same, and I'll get to that here in a minute on the video. I've just had nothing but bad skin problems, things like psoriasis. I had bad dental work over the last 15 years of my life. I had to go and get some metal taken out of my mouth and replaced. So I was suffering from metal poisoning, and I had to try and recoup my teeth by doing a little bit of oil pulling and just eating better and juicing. So things like that. The apple cider vinegar really helps me with digestion and just feeling kind of normal. It wakes me up before the coffee does. So, but then I have at least a cup or two after I have apple cider vinegar. So this is a really good supplement. I like it a lot. All right, so next I'm gonna take you into the kitchen and show you what I'll be eating. So one of the other things I forgot to mention too when I was talking to you guys over there was that you want to get fat adapted before you go into the carnivore diet. I heard that is one of the main things you want to do. It's a strategy. Okay, so I'm going to kind of break it down here for you. This is, well, organic ground beef that I bought from Costco, and I have a few more things up here in my freezer, along with some other old meat, not old meat, but freezer meat. Ugh, can't talk today. Okay, so I got a little bit more of this. I won't be eating this at all. I probably should have gotten rid of it. Interesting thing, every time I always made a fruit smoothie, my stomach just went on the fritz, and it sucked because I just felt so gross. So I got some sirloin prime rib right here, or prime steak. A lot of the fat's cut off, so eating that. Then I got ribeye steak right here, and as you can tell, there's a little bit more fat, so this is really good to eat. I feel great when I at least have one steak throughout the day. So steak has been my meat on the keto diet, and beef has as well. And then these guys, I have a friend that works at Costco. He said that these prime, I want to make sure I'm not killing it for you guys on the names. Beef loin, these, okay, so these strips are actually equivalent to New York strips. They just don't put it on the label. So he let me in on a little secret that they're actually New York strips. So, some of the stuff that I'll be eating for the next couple weeks. This probably won't last me a couple weeks. I could try and make it if I wanted to, but if I'm feeling weird, I have to eat more fat or steak. So I have raw cream. I got 2 things of that. I have some natural eggs. I got 2 cases here, and then I bought 3 cases of the Kirkland brand eggs from Costco. Then I got some egg whites here still from leftover, and then I got 2 half gallons of milk just to kind of keep myself satiated and full. Another supplement that I'll be taking too, or drinking, is the kombucha. Just whatever I got left here. This has been a really good supplement. So if you guys can see those ingredients there, you guys can pause the video and you guys can go buy this. Brew Dr. Kombucha. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, so that's what the diet's going to consist of, and what I've already said. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube right now. More than what I thought, even when I was just looking videos up. So it's kind of crazy. A lot of the more informed ones popped up on my feed, which was good. And I was able to kind of take it from their perspective and kind of take their advice on it. So the other thing I was going to say too, if anything happens, drastically happens, like if I get very sick or anything like that on this carnivore diet, I will pull out. I will start detoxing my system. As you guys have seen in my videos, I like to juice vegetables and fruits, and I like to make large quantities of juices. So I'm going to be putting the juicer on the back burner for now, and just trying out this diet and trying out just animal products and eating them on a full-fledged diet while intermittent fasting. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, if I feel sick, I'm gonna pull out and I won't continue with the diet. I'll be smart about it, and I will try and get myself well. So other than that, guys, that's all I got. I'll probably make maybe 2 videos a week on this carnivore diet, just to kind of get my videos out there and to keep you guys informed on how I'm feeling and what's going on. This is kind of a trial and error run with this diet, so we'll see how it goes. I've been eating nothing but meat for like the last 4 or 5 days anyway, and eggs and fat, and drinking some milk. So I've been feeling pretty good, especially this weekend. I finally cut out all the carbs. I haven't had any greens or anything like that. But yeah, so we'll see how everything goes. So the other thing I wanted to say too was thank you so much for just watching me, and I wanted to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot to me. I'm glad that I'm at where I'm at with the subs that I have right now, and I hope to continue to produce more informed content and better content for you guys in the future. Right now I'm just playing around with some things as far as filming goes and editing, so we will see how things go in the future. So, and with that, guys, thank you. I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.